morning, my friends. Just hanging out on a sunny winter day. Something I want to share with you guys. Have you ever gotten to the scariest place of your life, the scariest time of your life? I've hit it. I've hit it. And that scary place is finding out that there's nowhere to go. Yeah, there's stress, there's fear, there's anxiety. Where you live is monotonous, this and that. And I'm going to go to this place and it's going to change it. Well, you zip up your bag and you go to a new place. But in that bag is still all your stress, all your fear, all your anxiety, all your, monotonous things in life. That bag might stay zipped for a week, a month in this new place, but it's always going to come unzipped. And then here comes all your shit again. And then what do you do again? This next place is going to do it. Not. Because after you realize you're back to yourself. There's nothing that's going to reward you to make you feel like life is this or life is that. I got this new house. I have this new car. I make more money. I become this. I have letters behind my name, CEO, whatever it is. But once you get to that place, now what? You want more money, a bigger house, a nicer car, more things. Because those things are always just peaks. But after the peak, you got to come back down the mountain to the valley, right? Remember, the peak is higher, the valley is deeper than the peak is high. There's no one on earth that's probably going to soothe you, love you, reward you than who you have in your life right now. Yeah, this person, these people, whatever it is, create an issue, one issue. But now I get rid of those people and I bring someone else in my life. And yeah, that person doesn't have that issue, but now they have 3 more issues I never had to deal with. So now where are you at? You're back looking for somebody new again, right? There's nothing to become. I want to become fitter. I want to become richer. I want to become healthier. I want to become more beautiful. I want to become skinnier. I want to become whatever it is. But in between where you are and where that becoming is, there's stress, anxiety, and fear. And then once you become that, now what? You want to become something else, right? Also, there's no Band-Aids. Remember, all Band-Aids fall off. So the Band-Aids of drink, the Band-Aids of smoke, the Band-Aids of drugs, the Band-Aids of new psychedelic experiences. Now what? After that buzz goes away, after that stone goes away, after that numbness goes away, after that new perspective that you just got on this psychedelic journey, well, guess what? You're back to yourself. And a lot of times you're worse off because now you realize that where you were and where you thought that you're happier isn't true because you're back to yourself, right? So these are things that I've come to, and sometimes it's the scariest time of your life is when you realize that everything that you're chasing in life has just brought you back to you yourself. And that's the only thing you're chasing is you yourself, right? Remember, the valley is much deeper than the peak is high. Every time you get to the top of that mountain, you got to go back down. You got to go back down to that valley. But in that valley is where you find comfort. You find ease. You find happiness. Because the stress, the fear, the anxiety, the unhappiness is based in that chase. Because there's no way you can relax when you're chasing something. It's impossible. When you're chasing something, there's a tension in you. Because you need to get to that destination. But once you get to that destination, now what? You want a new destination. So I've had so much struggle, so many challenges, been lost so many times, tried to cover it up with new travel, new things, this drink, that drug, that party, that person, trying to become this, trying to pad my ego, trying to, create a persona, all these different things, but it always just left me back to myself. And so when you get to that point, it's fucking scary, man. It's scary because you're like, now what? It's like there's nothing in life, and you realize that really life isn't that extraordinary. You try to fill it up with extraordinary things, but life is just ordinary. It's kind of like this phone. That's why we're so addicted to this phone, because the phone is extraordinary. There's always something new. Somebody's always doing something crazy. Somebody's always doing something that you're not. You put down that phone and you look outside and you look at the sun, you look at the birds, you look at the trees. It's ordinary. But in that ordinary outlook is everything that you're looking for. You're looking for peace. You're looking for calmness. You're looking to love yourself. You're looking for happiness. And so again, all our stress, anxiety, fear, everything that you come and have in that bag that you take somewhere else, that you want to buy something new, you want to get with somebody new, you want to become something else, you want to cover it up, it's just leading you back to yourself. So I know New Year's is, everybody has New Year's resolutions, but to me, what's the difference from July 13th and August 6th and November 12th to January 1st? Every day's a new year, right? So that's where you start, is you start now. And one of the biggest things that we confuse ourselves is we have time. Really? What about tomorrow? And that tragic thing happens. Now what? Right? You always think, when I get here, when I have that, when I become that, when they come out of the house, I'm going to become this. I'm going to start this. Impossible. Impossible. So I don't know if anybody's ever gotten to the point where I'm at in my life. Like I say, it's been a struggle. There's been a lot of amazing things. But that chase, I've chased life harder than pretty much anybody I know. And it always brings me back to me. And that's where it nailed me to the ground one day, when I just kind of woke up and went, holy shit. I'm never going to soothe this. I'm never going to cover this up. I'm never going to become something that's going to take this away. I'm never going to find somebody that is going to truly be perfect. But when you realize that and you accept that, then all of it fades away. Because again, everything that you're struggling with is in that chase. If I have this next glass of wine, this next smoke, you get what I'm saying? After the buzz, all this stuff goes away, you're back to yourself. And that's the only thing that your instinct is trying to get you back to, is yourself, because your instinct talks one time very softly. If you don't listen to it, then you go to the mind. And then the mind is always next. The mind's always more. The mind's always new. But you're back chasing it again the next day. So something I want to share with you guys, because that's where I'm at in my life. And, you know, some days it's scary as shit, but a lot of days it's very rewarding, where you can just finally relax with who you are, where you're at, what you have, and who's in your life. And you finally relax because you don't have to become anything. So something I want to share with you guys. Hopefully it makes, it resonates in your mind. You maybe have a new perspective. But, you know, I applaud everybody for chasing, because that's what I did. But man, I hope you guys can get to the point where life nails you to the ground and you finally realize it's only me. It's only me.